Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back up here. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your support. And it's been an interesting situations, interesting energies to it. Personally, went through a lot of new upgrades. Pretty soon we're gonna talk about this for it. But the energies. What is gonna be the energies today? Look at it through the charts for it. We still have this energy of the moon with the south node with the both Liliths in there. Maybe maybe you went through something from your past. Maybe you went from something that you are realizing about your past behavior, patterns, situations, and so on and so on. And you're learning that the past is a past. Hopefully, you're understanding. There is this saying, okay, uh, it was a lesson, not a sentence. But the day today is going to be with this kind of like warning. Don't go too fast in there. Gain the wisdom within. That is going to come from the sun, divine energies with Saturn for it. There's going to be a lot of new learnings about what are you authorizing from to yourself. So there's going to be this going through the future, going and forward in life, moving forward. That is going to come because of the moon and the south node there and a beautiful trines with Mars and Jupiter. But Mars and Jupiter in there, that union, it's squaring Saturn. What is that side like? Going forward, but don't go out like the horse out of the stable. Like you just like blindfolded and you're going through life. There is gotta be something. It's like, wait a minute, are you going in the right direction? Because you may take off of understanding something within your life, and once you understand it, it's like, yeah, okay, got it. I'm just gonna go, and you go in like the horse out of the stable until you figure out you are going too fast in the wrong direction. And right now, Saturn is acting like, wait a minute, let me see this, let me take this, let me take these slow steps. This is gonna be a very good for kind of like the community, this energy, because this energy is gonna come and it's said like cross the line. You don't have to be scared, but you have to be wise, walk into the path. Creates this balance in there. And this is going to be very powerful because this energy, you're going to see it at 7 p.m. That energy of the wisdom of the divine is going to come in together with the work that needs to be done into the society. We're talking about Capricorn's energies, public service. But that energy is you are gonna be going to bed with that energy. At 11 o'clock, that energy is gonna be incredibly, basically, this is when your soul is gonna be speaking to you. You're gonna see it at 7 p.m. So between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m., guys, go ahead and realizing, aren't you going too fast? Aren't you going too blind? Aren't you going there? Are you missing to understand something? Okay. And this is why this wisdom in there with the both Liliths with the South Node is showing you the things, something within the past, within the relationships that it was there, that it's has to move forward. And that is this positive energies towards Mars and Jupiter. But if you take Mars and Jupiter with this unpredictability that Gemini has, because Gemini cannot be predicted, you will never can predict with who you're talking to Geminis. Okay, those are the things inside of you and so on. But in a basic of the gravity, you need to understand that when you expand, okay, you're expanding in the 5D, but you're also expanding in dealing with the stuff in a 3D. And this is why when you expand, there is going to be stuff down in the bottom, that they are going to kind of like tricking you. But those stuff in the bottom, they're going to help you to expand the stuff on the top. That way, your magnetic field, your things that you're within yourself, you're going to be expanding, upgrading, of course, moving forward with the growth, with the evolution. And that's what this is all about. So with that being said, those are the kind of like the first few minutes of the report that you guys, like it. Some of you watching only the first 5 minutes to it. So that's what is this. For everyone that continues watching the rest of the report for it, guys, I'm gonna be going hour by hour. So early in the morning at 7 o'clock, for which is going to be an hour and a half from now. The ascendant is with Mercury and Venus. It is about the love. You look at it with the situations in the love. You're reevaluating the love that it's there within you. Just don't go against the universe. Flow with the universe. If the universe says something is not okay, something is not right, or someone and so on, look first within you. Okay, not your partner, not your situations, because we are going through a lot of transformations right now. I was talking about this Virgo Leo situations that it's there, end of Leo, the beginning of Virgo. These divine energies of Neptune and Pluto. Okay, they are in effect Mercury retrograde exactly right there. You learn something, but it's not quite okay. You understand something, but it's not quite all right. There is something that needs to be improved within the authority, because Mercury retrograde and the Sun, they're going to meet. They're going to have a meeting about this wisdom. So basically, within the authority within yourself, this is going to be trigger everything that you have to become this wisdom within yourself. And of course, don't go too fast. All right, talking about the next hour, there's going to be this energies of Mars and Jupiter is going to come out, and you're going to feel restricted, of course. You're going to feel like, oh, but this and that, and so on and so on. But that is you're going to be working with these energies much later, about later on at noon. Too, talking about this, I want this love, I want to have this love, but something is stopping me. And this is when you have to catch yourself what is stopping you. Maybe that it's something good in your own self. Maybe there is an old pattern that it's like, well, they don't do what I'm expecting them to do. There is something within your own self that all of a sudden you don't like yourself, and then you're projecting that not liking towards your partner. And this is one of those things that I've been working on lately too. But that is a personal. You have to seek it this within yourself in there, and that kind of like an energy coming in the right time, the right purpose in there, because the purpose is the purpose-driven life to move forward to the evolutions with this, and you're gonna have that, you know, shadows of a doubt. You're gonna have things from within itself, but if you have shadows of a doubt in there, first look at you, not somebody else, because maybe there is some patterns that within yourself that actually prevent you to move forward. All right, talking about the next hour, the midheaven is going to be still within that particular energy, going to be feeling that square towards Saturn. It's that restrictions, because that tells you, hey, authority, look the wisdom. Yeah, you can move forward. It's a great energy. You can move forward in there. The intuition it has learned its lesson. Don't go too fast. Don't move in that fast in these positions in there. And now with that kind of like energies and attitudes inside of yourself, it is about you to go ahead and um, seeking this healing, because the ascendant that is at in Virgo is a divine energies with Chiron. It is about like, okay, I see this my bad pattern inside of me. Okay, I learned my lessons with me. Now I need to heal. And that healing happens because also the sun, the authority is about I need to heal these patterns. Very, very powerful, beautiful energy in there. Of course, there's going to be some triggers in the next hour. That's going to be about the family patterns. Of course, most of the problems we have, it is because of the family patterns. You didn't have a proper example. You didn't have a proper learning, or you didn't have. If you want to learn it, the journey of the soul is going to help you to learn it. You need to develop something. The universe is going to give you downloads to download it. As long as you're not repeating the mistakes from the past, that's what this is. Yes, when you find the truth, think some of the truths, they're gonna be pissed you off because it's gonna be like, how could have I in the past when not seen this, and how shame on me, why I have not seen this. Don't beat it up on a person of you. Okay, don't beat up yourself. This is gonna be this kind of like an energy in there. Be compassionate towards yourself. And that is going to be this energy that it's going to come in from Pluto, midheaven, and Mercury with Venus. They're going to have this divine energy towards Pluto, who is retrograde. He says, like, yeah, you review it. Yeah, the crap came out on the surface. Okay, lessons learned. Go forward. Lessons learned. Go forward. Yeah, there's going to be this energy of the intuition is going to be figuring things out in there. You need to understand every time the moon is in the relationships, you look into the family. Yeah, we don't have the great family, we don't have this and so on and so on. But look at the other side with this. Midheaven, it's trining Saturn, which is he's the wise guy in a way for it. And there is this divine energies with the sun. You're putting that wisdom within the authorities there that goes on. And that wisdom that it's going to come, and it's going to be like, okay, you didn't have this, but nothing prevents you not to have it now. Because if you hold on to the past, it's like they didn't have it, that's mean I don't have it, and so on. What is that going to do to you? Are you going to be progressing in life? No, we're not. And this is why these revaluations that's gonna comes in today about, particularly about the relationship, you're gonna be seeing it because if you're staying in the past, as you see it here, it's the moon. She's opposing what? She's opposing the North Node going forward. Okay, and that going forward is gonna be coming from what? From Jupiter and Mars. So in order you to fix the situations inside of you, use your intuition. Let the intuitions guide you, but don't go too fast. And let that Mars and Jupiter seeing the opportunities, okay, of seeing it that growth. But it have to be a self-mastering in there. And one of the things of the self-mastering it is about to be wise. And where did the wisdom come from? Saturn. Okay. Saturn is coming because of this energy that is of the work that you're currently going to be doing. All right, next hour, there's going to be these situations that issue will come up. You're going to be seeing it later on. And plus tomorrow, as the moon is going to be transiting more into Libra, that is that about what is not healed within me about relationship. Because if you have the wrong stuff inside of you about relationships, that's going to be affecting you. You're going to be have trigger. You're going to be touching on something, emotions, or psychological wise, or even learning. You don't know everything about relationships. This is what the opportunity is going to be calling. That's going to be opposing Chiron. The same way, though, the midheaven, it is opposing Pluto. Those people who are opposing that transformations, they need to understand the universe is creating it. And if you look at it, Pluto is trining with Uranus, and Uranus is sextiling the midheaven. Midheaven is sextiling Lilith, the mean Lilith. That's mean that right there, all these energies, they are working. But Pluto is sextiling Neptune, gives you the vision, and the vision's going into where? Again, to Uranus. So Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune, they're going to be affecting us even more and more. But that is preparing us. I'm gonna be talking to you about these guys over and over and over, preparing us for the next year. This is what's gonna be the next year. Okay, as you see it right in here, that particular energies that it's here between Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus is gonna be even here the next year. That's gonna be preparing us for all this. Mars is gonna be at Libra next year. Okay, but we have here the family. We have a Zeus and Athena as a family. All right, and that preparations in there that it's coming. It is starting it now. It doesn't start it, but take it slow. Do it properly. Do it properly, and that properly right now. It is that preparations for it. All right, talking about the next hour, this is going to be the authority time. You're taking the wisdom, you're learning the wisdom. It is about that wisdom. This is where the Sun, intuition, Mars, and Jupiter coming and working together. But if you have the impatience of Mars, and Mars says like, "Oh yeah, let's go, yeah, right," you're also gonna feel this energy. You know what? I don't need this. I don't need that. I don't need get. I gotta go this way. For it, too many minds. How about no mind? How about a soul? Put your soul in there. See the things within your soul. Have that vision sits in there. Take this situations of the dualities and put it into the scales of Libra. Okay, put it right here. See what that's gonna come out. There it is. That's for you. How it's gonna go? This way, that way. So you're gonna be looking at the in those kind of like energies to it, and this is gonna be able to help you out. It's like, okay, wait a minute. The wisdom of Libra that it's this. Wait a minute. This undecisiveness, but that undecisiveness is gonna be turning to the authority in there into wisdom. All right. Talking about the next hour, this is going to be this midheaven that it's really 1 o'clock energy that was of the authority. Now it's 2 o'clock, and now it's giving you a preview what the sun is going to be when it walks in between Leo and Virgo. A lot of growth in there, as long as you're not opposing the universe in there. So it within the next like 2 weeks, be very kind of like careful in there, all right? Because it's gonna be starting for like within a week from now, and that's what the Mercury retrograde it's warning you about it. Mercury is gonna comes in, it gives you a message about this. That's what he goes retrograde. This is kind of like the messenger of God. It comes in, it's warning you about what you're going to do within the next 2 weeks. Okay, this is kind of like back in the days, the fortune teller, wise guy comes in, it's warning the king, be aware of your actions. And this is why today that the energies of the moon, the intuition, it's also warning. This is like when your wife tells you, "Hey, don't do these things. Wait, maybe this what's gonna happen." Oh, come on, you know too much, and you just kind of like put it in there. And guess what? When you made the mistakes, you understand that your wife was giving you this energy because she saw it before you do, and that's what the power of the intuition is. But if you have your power of intuition as an authority inside of you, you would have hearing it. Not just listen, but hear within your soul. You want to accept it, you're going to change the actions. Okay? That is what comes in. You see these divine energies, they're going to come, they're going to be strong. But, those messages, they're coming. They're going to keep coming. Of course, this energies of duality is going to comes out and triggers in there too. Talking about Mars, your impatience is going to be tested. Are you patient enough to get what you deserve? You know, it's uh, I know I experienced this, but talking about that you wanted something and you want it fast and so on and so on because you have not patience to do it. But when you get there, it's like missing something. It's something is missing. You went too forward. Okay, make that quantum jump, but you didn't went with that baby steps. Hopefully, you learned the lessons from yesterday. To it, and now it's kind of like what happened in there. You have these doubts. You have these things, and Saturn. When it's gonna comes in, it's gonna be telling you, hey, you you didn't see something, you did not get something, you missed something there. But because of your impatience, you create these actions, and it's like it's gonna be on my own because I see it. I have to go. You bolt out of the stable, and it's just like I want to go to this forest, and so on and so on and so on. And you kind of like a pushing, 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 pushing. But that pushing is not the right thing. And you need to be able to understand to hold on those pressures. Okay, and that is a this wisdom of the authority that can tell the horse, hey, wait a minute, take it nice and slow, enjoy that walk towards the forest, just enjoy, look, enjoy the nature, enjoy the light, stop for a second, be wise. Okay, because we are want things to hurry up on life and get what we want, but we're forgetting that we have to also enjoy path of life going forward. Not only just like it's a work, boom, let's go. All right. Well, next hour, which is this is gonna be at 4 p.m. There, the midheaven is gonna be with the main Lilith. You are gonna be meaty, find that mini energies that you've been mean, maybe mean towards yourself, finding your lower self, and so on within the relationships. For it, that is about you to look yourself and change that. Lilith is trining with Pluto, transformations. Yeah, but you seeing at this, you can change yourself. By upgrading at this, you can evolve out of this. That's not going to that energy is going to be comes in. Be careful of the expressions because the ascendant at Sag, it's going to be squaring Venus and Mercury in there, and it's going to be opposing Mars. This is like you're trying to say something, and you trigger that impatience of Mars, and Mars says like, you know what, screw this, we're done, we're over. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not going doing with that, and so on. This is basically like um, the trained horse in there. You take him out, and he is following you. While the young, the impatient horse just wants to go full of power, full of energies, and so on. And they're like, they don't want to listen to you. I just want to go in there. And that fiery energy in there is the Sag is going to comes out too. But Pluto's going to be saying, hey, changed. This is what is the training is. And to get yourself within this energies to train yourself. Of course, the patience is going to be tested. Talking about this patience, you're going to be learning, you're going to be understanding this. As you see, the energies on the top of the chart is all synchronized. This beautiful angel wings. You see it right now within you on the screen, but you see the lower self. It says like, yeah, you're going forward, but where is that? Things of you need to learn. Saturn is way down in the bottom. But what is in the bottom? That is the third house, right? The friendshipness. Are you friendly with yourself? Okay. While this midheaven, it is still in Libra, that divine energy towards Saturn is going to be asking you to go ahead and see in it this wisdom. So basically, the both intuition and the sun, they're gonna be seeking the advice of Saturn. This is like the couple, they are going into this therapy in there because the things have to move forward. Okay. And if you look at within yourself before you go to a therapist or something and it goes on and so on, who is the biggest therapist? Is you. Okay. Things that is inside of you, you can make the things out to work it out. As long you not acting of this Mars situations, because right now Saturn, it's kind of tell you don't make stupid mistakes. Let's preventing these things. Let's not acting on those premature energies, but look with wisdom within. Because one wrong directions can be causing you so many turnarounds. Okay, so this is also applied with the Mercury retrograde. Is if you say things and then you feel sorry about it 1,000 times over and over through your life. Okay, talking about the next hour is going to be a 6 p.m. in the afternoon too. The work has to come in, it has to be working out and so on. Who is working the most? Well, the ascendant shows up that the work has to be going between the Neptune and Lilith. You don't see something within the shadow. You're not seeing a certain things. But the work that has to be done, it has to do it with love and talk. How do you talk to yourself about love is going to determine how you're going to be talking to your partner. And this is the positive energies right there that you're going to be caught up, because if you look at it, your outer world, the outer world is going to be taking you into your inner world, because the outer world is the reflection of your inner world. But it's the same thing. If you're going to the outer world that it's incorrect, improper, and so on and so on, then your inner world fixing the outer world. But take this time with patience in there, because they are both teaching you. Okay, they are both teaching you. Because when you are in this kind of like a lower state and depression and so on, what is your outer world looks like, right? But when you're good, when you're great, when you are in this positive, how's the outer world looks like? Okay, and this is going to be one of that work that needs to be understood of this wisdom that it's going to come in. And here is that energy at 7 o'clock. I was talking about this energy early in the report there. As you see it, it's a lot of wisdom. A lot of wisdom in there. And this powers that come from Jupiter, from Mars, from Saturn, from the moon, they're all interconnected. So basically your intuition is going to be going. It says like, I need this wisdom because this pressures that it's coming in, that energy is going to go through Saturn. Who's trying to reach first to the wise, to the wisdom, the intuition? Then that wisdom, it's going to be going to your authority. Okay, I'm talking about right in here. You go into a Saturn. That energy is going to be going to the sun, to the authority. That energy is going to be coming and says like, I see the visions. That is it, the wisdom when you're getting from the feminine side to the masculine, to the wise energy. That energy is going to be going to Jupiter and Mars of that wisdom. And as you see it, when these divine energies are put together, that synchronized energies with the moon and with the sun and with Jupiter and Mars, they're going to be active. But they're not going to be active if you like, oh, this is too much work. Oh, I don't want to deal with it in there. And Saturn is like, take it slow. Take it slow. You're going to be seeing it, that energy is going to tell you where to look. And this is why during this 7 o'clock energy, the intuition is going to be seeking for the wisdom. And this is what I'm telling you guys, that between 7 till 11, use your intuition in there to seek. Look deep from within you. You may go look to the library, go look into uh, internet, go find something that is about to tell you what is this issues is about you. Particularly, we're talking about the impatience in duality. We're talking about the actions. This is Mars and Jupiter coming together. This unpredictability. Why you're unpredictable? Why unpredictably you changing your mind? Why unpredictably facing something? Okay, not about control. And the next hour is going to be telling you why. Why you have to look at it, because the age of Aquarius are coming for better love. That wisdom of the age of Aquarius, it's pointing towards Venus and Mercury. Okay, you're seeing it, that very powerful synchronizing energies with the South Node in there, of course, with the North Node too. Progress is made to it, and the Moon and the Sun, they have this beautiful, beautiful energy between this balance and the wisdom of authority. Okay, those two controlling what? The spirituality. They develop that spirituality there. Okay, and this is why this energy that it's gonna come, and specifically with Saturn being in Pisces in there, it's gonna be able to reach that end. Where are you going? And that road of the future. Okay, so this is where we are going. The ascendant gives that directions of the age of Aquarius, because the next year, okay, went back, you see it. That energy is gonna come in and work itself out. All right, that synchronized energy is gonna take us, because particularly Saturn and Neptune, they're gonna be working in the first degrees of Aries. All right, guys, it's gonna be beautiful, but you're preparing now. Okay, you're preparing right now. All right, talking about the next hour. There you go. To it, this is gonna be at 9 o'clock. You're gonna be facing things at the end. What is it looking at? Mercury retrograde is gonna be power. It's gonna be opposing this vision in there. But the wisdom is you to seek the darkness from within yourself. Okay, the midheaven there is gonna be at Sag in there. That's gonna be this impatience. The midheaven is opposing Mars, and Mars is squaring Saturn, and the midheaven is squaring Saturn. You don't like when somebody tells you, no, you cannot do this, not now. But you want to be going forward, and somebody tells you, I didn't say not to go forward. I say take your time. But people, when they hear the first thing, no, they're overreacting, and this is what the part of the wisdom is: to stop overreacting. And that overreaction is going to be tested out, because it's a work within the shadow. Midheaven that goes into Capricorn in there, it's going to be leading, because it's preventing you to go forward. Especially when a Lilith it is opposing the North Node, that's what it's happening. You're finding the shadow within yourself, that it's preventing you, something in the shadow. But at the same time, you have to do certain things. We are talking about this Capricorn energy that goes towards Venus and Mercury retrograde. Okay, we are talking about this reviewing these energies, reviewing what's stopping you to move forward. Because all the review right now currently happen is because Mercury is retrograde, Saturn is retrograde, Neptune is retrograde, Pluto is retrograde, Chiron is retrograde, so it's the North Node. So it's a lot of review time. You can move forward by you doing the review, make one step at a time. Baby step, but step forward. And here is that 11 o'clock energies I was talking about you saw that energy at 7 o'clock. Okay, that was the same divine energies there. That energy that it came in from the moon, you went out to Saturn. From Saturn went to the sun. From the sun, it's the midheaven right now. That you're working and out that energy, and that energy goes down to Jupiter and Mars. Now you're working out that energy, but you're going to have to deal with your intuitions, what it's telling you. You need to heal something with that impatience, that aggravations, that anxiety there. But at the same time, Saturn, it says, hold your horses, move forward, but don't go too fast. Take your time, because the best things are done properly and slow. Okay? And this is why this review is needed. Okay, guys? That's all I have for you. Thank you guys for watching, and appreciate you. I'm looking forward for your comments. And come back tomorrow for the next astro gravitational report. Be love, guys, and see you later.